Over at the American Thinker, the founder, chief editor, good man Thomas Levin says, the problem with Obama's rhetoric from last night is that very few illegal immigrants make enough money to actually pay taxes. Instead, their so-called fair share, you just heard Obama say it, will amount to a substantial gift from you, the American citizen, and legal immigrant taxpayers who've played by the rules. Avik Roy, who is an economist, I believe, he writes the following. The vast majority of undocumented aliens, so that's the phrase now, undocumented aliens. I'm surprised we're not calling illegal aliens climate change. The problem, the vast majority of undocumented aliens don't make enough income to have a net income tax liability. He says, as I noted in Forbes in 2006, an analysis by the Century Foundation, a progressive think tank, concludes that, quote, we can be virtually certain that illegal immigrants earned less than $24,000 per year on average, probably much less. That amounts to around $29,000 in 2014 dollars. Well below the threshold where an American has a net income tax liability. So when Obama says you're going to have to pay your taxes, pay your fair share, they're not going to pay anything. Nothing. That's the vast majority. But it gets worse. Not only will they not pay income taxes, many are likely to actually get a check from the Internal Revenue Service out of our Treasury, thanks to the Orwellian named Earned Income Tax Credit, which sends a gift from taxpayers to low-income families. Over at the Daily Caller, Neil Monroe explains it this way. Once illegal immigrants are enrolled in the tax system, they would be entitled to the Earned Income Tax Credit, the EITC payments. The payments may be huge, and they rise each year. According to the IRS, two parents with 3 or more children will receive up to $6,143 in 2014 if they earn less than $47,000 a year. Well, who's going to pick the cherries? Who's going to pick the tomatoes and the potatoes? A family with 2 kids and an income of $20,000 would receive $14,590 in the taxpayer funds this year alone. Parents who earn less than the threshold would get $3,305 if they have 1 child and $5,460 if they have 2 children. Oh, my goodness. Somebody's just hit the lottery. And it's not us. Another study says that 47% of legal and illegal immigrants and their children are classified as living under the poverty level or near the poverty level, according to the Center for Immigration Studies. In addition, the Social Security Trust Fund will lose billions of dollars, according to Avik Rowe. Many illegals have fake Social Security numbers so that their employees use to pay payroll taxes on their behalf. Century estimates that about $6 billion in annual payroll taxes are allocated to non-existent Social Security accounts. So instead of subsidizing Social Security, you've heard the phony free market guys on radio and so forth saying, look, these people are going to work, they're going to pay their taxes, and they're going to contribute into the Social Security system now that they're legal and working. It's great for the economy. Well, instead of helping subsidize Social Security, these illegals will now be in a position to claim benefits, likely far in excess of anything they've paid into the system. Poor people cost tax-paying Americans a huge amount of money under our cockeyed system that punishes success and rewards poverty, putting poor illegal immigrants, and not many of them are stockholders, lawyers, and hedge fund managers, on the tax rolls amounts to putting them on the gravy train, writes Thomas Levin. Wow, look at that. The vast majority won't pay anything in taxes, and the vast majority will qualify for significant payments under the Earned Income Tax Credit despite lacking earnings. And under Social Security, they will receive far more than they paid into it. How do you like that? How come nobody gives that speech? And, that's my Obama. Notice, not a word from him to our young high school students in Del Sol, Las Vegas.